Uh, uh, more than 30 years. I actually started my music really, at a young age, Yeah. I started singing
Can
at
you
the
remember
age
at
of,
what age did you start?
yeah, man, I started singing at the age of 8 years. Yeah, where I
And
was.
who inspired you?
You talking about musicians or you talking about like actual people who
Mus-
inspired me?
Musicians, people who inspired you,
Well,
your surroundings.
well, I'm going to start with the surroundings where my first set of inspiration musically came from my mother and my father who, also love music and love singing. The only difference is these people music was country and west, well, is country and western, and my father loved it country and western same way, and more reggae music and more zouk kind of music. So I grew up hearing my father playing a lot of shabarangs, a lot of George Jones, and my mother listening to a lot of Michael Jackson and Anita Baker and these kind of people. And while they were at home, maybe doing house chores, like maybe my father cutting grass outside, he would be blasting his music, blasting his Bob Marley, blast on a Sunday, blasting his George Jones, and I actually got the vibes from hearing them singing, and I started to sing these songs that they were playing often in my ears as a young child. I grew up on that. Right now, I could sing any George Jones song for you, and I'm not even really a fan of country music. You check it, but I heard it in my head so much. So the first set of the inspiration came from my family, and now the second was actually the artist I heard as a young boy growing up, like the Shabba Ranks, the Michael Jackson, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the Yellow Man. Until when I started growing up as a younger boy and teenager, the Beanie Man came across, the Bounty Killer came across, and these are the new artists, you understand? So I got it from
Yeah.
these kind of fellas. And my favorite two artists were, well, as a child, it was the Shabba Ranks, who was one of the main inspiration. I used to sing a couple little hooks and little choruses and little things he had in his song, and then
Mm-hmm.
further up, when I started going to secondary school, that's where the Beanie Man and the Bounty Killer got introduced to my life. And then these two artists were actually my favorite dancehall artists who I would actually mimic, like try to sing every single song they release. And I used to sing that in the school, where that's where my third inspiration came from. After the artists, after my parents and the artists, the third inspiration came from a Jamaican teacher I had in secondary school. That's current secondary. He used to teach us agriculture and religious knowledge. Now he was a big fan of reggae music and dancehall music. And since he knew I was the only one in the classroom with that little talent, he always used to prick me to sing something. He would beat drums on the desk and pana pana pa pa pa, make all kind of noise like
Really?
like Beanie Man and things. So he used to beat the drums and make all kind of noise, and then he would advise me to sing in the class and at lunch and all kind of things. So he was one of the main inspiration in people, I would say, in my surrounding in school, apart from the artist and my parents, because he used to push me into the music and used to push me into trying to get be serious on my education and be serious on my vocabulary and be serious about my writing. Even if he wasn't an English teacher, he used to push me a lot into the schooling and into the music. And he was one who introduced me to a music teacher in the school, because I wasn't doing music in school. he introduced me
Yeah.
he introduced me to the music teacher, and she accepted me, and then she taught me a couple, little instruments like the flute and the little keyboards and things. She taught me little things how I could play and how I could, you know. So yeah, I
Big up the
could.
teachers that see the talent in students and push them forward.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. That was a great little experience with these teachers, because they saw the vibes in me, and they used to give me the little help and the little assistance and the little, push. Yeah, because I had no instruments at home, nothing like that. You understand? So I used to see the
Yeah.
instruments in the school. I used to see the instruments in the school. So that's why I started, you know. Yeah. So we could say my parents, excuse me, the artists, and these two teachers. My agricultural teacher, he was a Jamaican. He is a Jamaican, and my music teacher. Yeah.
Big up them, eh?
Yeah, man.
They did a good job.
Yeah. And he's actually the one that gave me that name, Crocadile, but I wasn't even using that name because they used to call
You
me
serious?
Banton. Yeah, he was the one that gave me that name, Crocodile. But at the moment he gave me the name Crocodile, I wasn't using it as yet because
Uh-huh.
everybody knew me as Banton, like Bojo Banton. So they used to call me
Mm-hmm.
Marva Banton in school. They used to call me Marva Banton or Banton. You understand? So I
Yeah.
stuck to that name. I stuck to that name until I decided to change it to Crocodile. But he was the one that gave me that name. Yeah, I just want to big up Satney wherever you're there, Mr. Satney. I don't know if you're in St. Lucia. I don't know if you're in Jamaica. It's been years I haven't seen you, but I will still big you up on that live as one of the main inspiration, you know, in my life through the music and, and no other inspiration you gave to me. You don't know, big up yourself. Again, big up to all the
Can
people
you
watching the live. You don't know, big respect, one love.
can you remember the first time you performed
First time I perform on a stage or just on a microphone?
on a stage, like in a crowd?
In a crowd. The first time I performed in a crowd was I cannot even remember the year, but I could remember it was these you remember when we used to have carnival, we used to have that jump up thing in front of the waterfront there by the market there.
Yeah.
I forget what they used to call it, Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore though.
Nah, they're doing that at
They're
all. Well, it was
not doing
that
that
little
again.
chance I got, but it wasn't even like an entire song. It was like somebody that just give the people a little tease of me coming on stage. So, but that was the first time I held a mic on stage in front of people, and I give them just like a little free lines, and then I run away. You check it? Yeah, yeah. I give them a little
You
free
just give
lines,
them a little
and I run away.
tease and then
Yeah. But the actual time where I actually like sang an entire song on stage was through the Guinness competition at St. Lucia. The Guinness brands was always running annually. You know, I used to
ah.
I used to compete with the other artists, and I did that a couple of years. Certain times I never play, certain times I come in third until I did it, and I got used to being around the crowd and being around the microphone and the stage, and that was one of my main like my practice stages. You know, until I came first in 2007, 13th of October. That's when I
We
actually,
still remember that
yeah,
one. Eh?
because
Ray.
yeah, you have to remember when as an artist or whatever, artist, students, even somebody maybe working in the office, you have to remember the milestones. You understand? So
Yeah, man.
2007, 13th October, I won the Guinness competition in Fordor. That was me. It was me and Zionomi that won that time. Zionomi won a different section. He won
A different
the original
category.
music. Yeah, the original music, but I won the actual clashing with artists. They gave me
Oh
14
wow,
artists to clash
wow,
with, and I
wow.
won there. And yeah. So these things were actually the first set of stage performances, and getting involved with a large crowd of people in front of me as an artist. Yeah.
So I realized you just do a lot of music, like mostly French, and you perform a lot more like in Martinique and I think in London as well, right?
Yeah. From a lot of places already. If I tell you, you might not even believe. Yeah.
The only two places I know for sure you already performed in like in Martinique itself
Mm-hmm.
and in London. But after that, I don't think I know
Yeah.
anywhere else. So educate me
All right. Well,
and educate the viewers.
all right. Well, Martinique was actually the first Caribbean island I performed in 2006. I've been, boy, I feel I've been in all my music travel in my life. Martinique is the place I perform in the most already. I've been to Martinique already. I've been to Barbados. I've been to Guadeloupe. I've been to Saint Martin. I've been to London. I've been to Canada. I've been to Africa. Yeah. And
Africa,
yeah, man, I've been to Africa. I've been to Jamaica. I've
really?
been to Jamaica, but I never went to Jamaica on like to perform. It was through that same Guinness competition that I won. You know,
Uh-huh.
the prize was $6,000 and a 2-week trip to
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica. So that was
Oh
my first
wow.
time I traveled to Jamaica. But it wasn't no performance thing. They was just bringing us to studios and making us see a couple, landmarks in the place. And it was more like a musical thing. Yeah.
And how was that
Yeah,
experience?
that was great because I always wanted to go to Jamaica. You check it? I always wanted to go to Jamaica. They brought me in a couple studios, Bushman. Who again? They brought me to another Elder Rastaman that was making that. I just forget his name, Elder Rastaman. I forget his name, but wow, because that was a long time ago, But yeah, so yeah, that was a great experience for me because I get to meet a couple people. I see a small portion of the lifestyle. But the only thing I couldn't do what I want because I was there with certain people from the Guinness Association. So I couldn't like just say,
Yes.
okay, I go into Kingston by myself. You check it? Or I go in North Jamaica by myself. You understand? I have to wait.
Oh, you think you wasn't able to explore the way that
Yeah, like
you would
I
when
wanted
you
to,
go
but I
on
have to do it with
vacation.
two people. So if they tell me, yeah, tomorrow we're going to see Beanie Man, or tomorrow we're going to see Bounty Killer. Yes, you
Uh-huh.
understand? I couldn't just say, okay, let me just leave that place, and unless I go into a supermarket or I maybe just taking a walk out at the hotel, or yeah.
Okay, okay. But were you able to meet any of these people?
Yeah, I meet couple artists. I meet Assassin. Um, I meet Assassin. Who again? I saw Spraga Benz. I didn't actually meet him. It's just somebody say, "Hey, look, Spraga Benz." He was passing in a white car, and then
Okay,
all
okay.
of us out of the window watching because that's the first time I actually saw him in real life. All right, Assassin. What's the name of that artist again? Cobra. Um, there's an Elder Rastaman again. What's his name? I don't know his real name, but in a group Israel something. Israel Vibration. I think it's Israel Vibration or something. So I saw that man.
I
I actually didn't
never
know.
heard of that
Yeah,
person.
that's a long time. I'm not even sure if he's still alive, but that's a long time artist singing reggae music and roots music. Yeah. I never approached
Wow.
nobody, just tell me that's that person and this is that
Mm-hmm.
person and this is that. But I actually met Bushman. We were in Bushman. Them time, it's them little BB things, so I couldn't even say I could take out a little picture and a selfie and take it, check it. Not BB, not BB,
Not
them blue soap, they used to call it them kind of big thick
the
Nokia
blue
phone, that
soap.
fat.
Yeah, them things have no
Yeah,
camera.
you check what I'm telling you. So I don't even have proof of these things because that was way back, you check.
At
Yeah, but that was a
least
good, that
at
was
least
a
you
good
have the
experience.
memory of it.
Yeah, I have the memory of it. That was a great experience. I enjoyed that 2-week trip. Yeah, man. And as I said, Martinique is the place I went to Martinique in 2006 for my very first performance, and it wasn't even the first performance I got in Martinique. It was the second one because the first one when I get it, I was so excited. I tell everybody, and for some reason it just never happened. So after that, I learned whenever I get shows, I don't really tell nobody. You check it because sometimes you put out your vibes in the wrong air, and
Yeah, that is
people so
so
bad
true.
mind, and they just think negative about you going somewhere, and they just think a whole way, and that mess up your whole thing. So I stopped doing that.
But you
Telling
never
people,
realize anytime you get something good or something good happening and you go and air it out, you have to speak it out into the universe, like what I'm doing now,
yeah,
and it just never
yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, let me share the live there. Let me share the live there on WhatsApp and thing. Yeah, that is the truth. So after that, I learned, I wasn't really telling people when I get shows. It's just, if I get a show, I just put out the poster on Facebook and look it. There it is. I wouldn't go and say,
Yeah,
I perform in here and I perform in there. I stopped that immediately. Yeah, so Martinique
that's
is a,
how it's supposed to
yeah,
be.
Martinique is a place I get so many shows. I cannot even count, I telling you, my girl. I maybe perform Martinique
Ooh.
more than 60 times already. More than I just telling you, trust me, many times.
Well, I guess your manager is doing a great job booking these things.
Trust me, I've been doing my music for, as I tell you, more than 40 years, and I've been doing it on my own, no manager. I only had one manager in my
Really?
life. Yeah, I only had one manager in my life that was in Martinique. and then he just, you know, he had his, he started up a family, he got married and have a child, and he just stopped the music. And then, well, sorry,
Wow.
two of them. But I never had a
So,
manager.
okay.
I never had a manager in St. Lucia, or nobody to even assist me musically. You know, I telling you, I've been doing my music by myself for years. All this music you hear coming out is just me, unless I do it in somebody's studio. And the majority of my music is music I record in my little home studio. You understand?
Oh
I never
my
get
God.
the people I could big up now who give me the assistance in my musical career is number one,
Mm-hmm.
man like DJ Lichi, who, you know, when I used to come out with my, I used to come out with CDs, them time is CDs. So I used to do my CDs and I would walk all around Castries with a bag of CDs and go in every little hole and try and sell my CD $5 just for my music to spread. And DJ Lichi was the first person, and I feel the only person who allowed me to sell my music in his store. So big respect to DJ Lichi. You see that man, I have big respect for that man. You know, and DJ Lichi was the next man that would give me little assistance. Like, okay, you performing down here for tonight? Look at new shit, look at jacket, look at shit, look at cap. You check it, they will just give to me. You understand?
Wow.
Then
If
it
only
comes,
they had more people like that in the world, eh?
yeah, man. These people were people who like, they saw they saw the vibes in me, you know, and they were just giving me the little strength. And man like DJ Clears now, who actually did the vibes of playing my music where people could actually hear my music. That was like 2006 onwards, you understand? And that is where my music got popular in Martinique, because Martinique people like to listen to Hot FM because they get in
Ah,
there. So through DJ Clears blasting all my music and thing, people, the French people, I was introduced to the French people by him, through him on Hot FM. And that's when
big
I
up
start.
DJ Clears.
Yeah, man. DJ Clears is a man I had to big up. DJ Clears know that. DJ Clears know if I had to ever be, you know, let's say tomorrow I get big like Bounty Killer and them man, I have to mention these names, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I will not forget these names
Yeah,
because I
man.
know these people are actually people who actually catapult me into my music being known in a regional aspect, you understand? Yeah.
So, do you think more DJs like DJ Clears and Lichi should push more of the local music, like the upcoming artists? Do you think they should assist these people to
Yeah,
get them out there?
yeah, I believe the DJs should actually push the local more, you know. It doesn't matter which artist, you know. Because St. Lucia have a lot of talent, you know, but it's just we're not getting the actual push that we actually need so that we could be catapulted into the eyes and the ears of people that would actually say, okay, he have the superstar quality. Let's jump behind him and try and push him forward. That's what St. Lucia missing, you. St. Lucia is missing somebody to step in to the industry to make an actual
Mm-hmm.
superstar, because St. Lucia have a lot of artists which have the superstar quality, you know, but just
Sorry
because
to
of
sorry to cut you short there, but don't you think the artists themselves not pushing themselves?
yeah, well, you have that too. Certain artists not pushing themselves enough. They will just come out with a song every year, or just come out, you know, with little content, you know, or maybe content that not actually up to the level of the stardom vibe. You understand? But you know, it have
Mm-hmm.
levels. It have levels to the vibes, because you cannot never just come and be perfect. You like perfect in the music or just become a star one time. You know, you have to start just like me. I started by singing Bounty Killer and Beanie Man until I noticed I had the vibe where I feel comfortable, where I could go in a studio and record a song. So that's the reason you might hear certain artists coming out with a song and it might not hit immediately. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, but
That's true.
I believe Saint Lucia should be playing the music, the local music more. I even believe that Saint Lucia needs a radio station, if well, not only local music being played, but a lot of local music being played. You understand?
And again, I shall say this is why I am doing the live is to get the local artists to come out, come to me, so y'all can be on the show, so other people can get to know y'all. Y'all may never know who's watching the show. Y'all may never know who want to take y'all under their wings and to push y'all forward.
Yeah, man. We need more people like you in the vibe. You know, we need more people like that. People who actually, you know, want to see the artists go forward, or at least just want to talk to the artist and know what really the career has been like, or the life has been like, or the
Yeah.
music has been like. You understand? Yeah, man, that's a
Yeah,
good vibe.
man.
That's a good vibe. That's a good vibe.
So, how would you describe your genre of music?
Um, my genre of music. Well, I am a multitasker. I don't actually have one genre of music. Mwen la, mwen ka chante nepot bagay. Depi ou ban mwen rhythm ki fo, mwen ka kwaze. So you check it. I don't actually class
Determined.
myself as a dancehall artist or soca artist or reggae artist. I would just class myself as a musical artist, you understand? Because I could sing
Yeah,
anything.
man.
But all I could say that my favorite genre of music is dancehall reggae, and now it's actually beginning to be trap music. Yeah, because being around all these French artists and French people, I get the love of because these people more listen to rap. Well, not rap, but trap. And these artists more into singing Creole trap, like the last song I dropped, there, Laissez Me Brûler, that kind of style.
Mhm.
Well, not now, but it's been like maybe 3, 4 years that I grew a great interest in trap, Creole trap music. Yeah, yeah. I do soca. I could do soca. I do soca because that's Lucia thing. Lucia always have the annual carnival vibes, and I know I have the vibes to sing a soca. So when I feel like I'll just pop a soca around. You understand? Yeah, but I love soca too. You check it. I just listen to many of the artists and even catch my kicks on some of the lyrics because some of them fellas are easy, boy. Some of them
It does
fellas
me
are
too.
easy, yeah, boy. Yeah. I trying to share the life there, but I lost.
Yeah, Bebo.
Just now, let me go on your page. You know, Facebook just sending so much thing in front of my eye there. Yeah. All right, I get it. Copy
So,
it.
what are you doing to further your career in music?
What I doing is keep making contents, um, keep putting content online to actually not just keep doing the content, but keeping the
Mm-hmm.
content available in stores where people could buy the music, get the music. You understand? And um, I actually like to further my knowledge on a lot of things about music. Not only music, but a lot of things about music where I could broader, like get my musical capacity, mentality at a bigger stage. You understand? So
Uh-huh.
I still listen to a lot of people, a lot of producers, a lot of artists, a lot of writers with the experiences they encountered already and the advice that they give into upcoming artists, even upcoming artists and maybe artists that are already veterans and things, you understand? And
Mm-hmm.
I like to train myself. I like to train myself. I like to train my vocals, like just stay and just practice my vocals, try to hit certain notes where I maybe think I cannot reach. I used to have a vocal
Is
trainer
there
from
a
Martinique.
is there a specific vocal training that you do?
Well, is you see, I used to have a vocal trainer from Germany who used to live in Martinique, and she used
Okay.
to she used to teach me a lot of ways where I could just try to strengthen my voice or where I could hit certain notes and them kind of thing. Bring me by the beach and just have me, and them kind of thing. So I started through her. I started hitting notes that I wouldn't be able to hit and doing little voices that I couldn't do because I could give you the big voice, I could give you the big, big, big voice, and I could still give you the high
Yes.
pitched voice like eh, eh, eh. But now she actually taught me like to stretch my vocals even longer and sometimes you could listen to fellas like Beanie Man and Elephant Man, they have a kind of little squeaky little voice that is make. I couldn't do that before, so she taught me how to do that. I used to try and do it loud, but she taught me that it's not the loudness. The lower you do it, it will be much more easier for you to hit the tone. But you know, I cannot actually remember every single thing she taught me. You check it because it's been a while. It's been a
Right.
while I see that person. Yeah, but she taught me the altano and all the soprano and all them kind of way to fling my voice all kind of way, you know. And then now since when she went back to Germany now, I was alone. I didn't have no vocal training anymore. So I just
Oh,
used
okay.
what she taught me. And even if I maybe not going to the beach, I would just stay at my home and just exercise my vocals, you know.
But when
Yeah.
you exercising your vocals at home, don't you feel like embarrassed in a way? Because when I do it, I myself I just feel embarrassed.
Me family,
I just feel embarrassed when I doing that at my home, and I home by myself.
me family, me manyele me kai me pa ko me ka achete ba me family ek munaga. So si utan me ku fashe si we got. You check what I tell you. Yeah, everybody in the area know me, you know, from time they hear my voice, they just know I recording a song or I practice, you know, I just singing, you know, they have days I would just feel like it will just hit me like I will not be recording, but I will just maybe play a song and just start singing. Like, you know, when the singing mood just hit me, and maybe just
Yeah,
play anybody's song, maybe one of my songs just to get the vibes going and just go on a little Jackie or go on a little Beanie, go on a little Cartel and just sing it out, you know. Yeah, man.
right,
Yeah, man.
right.
But I don't have
Um,
anything to be embarrassed about, you know, because I like the vibe.
I do,
Yeah.
I do.
Right, right.
I don't know. It's like I can project, but at the same time, I don't know. Let me not go there. Um, one of my favorite questions. What advice do you have for upcoming artists?
All right. My advice to the upcoming artists is, you know, try to focus on creating a hit song. You understand? Now, a hit song is a song that will live more than 10 years or maybe even 20 years or more. You understand? That is my advice for
That's for life.
you know, because anybody could sing a song. Anybody could sing a song. It's like anybody could cook food, but they might not be a chef. You understand what I'm telling you? So
Right.
anybody could sing a song, but it's not any artist that will be able to give you a hit song. You understand what I'm telling you?
Mhm.
So, you know, yeah, that is one of my advice to them, you know, because if you really want to make a hit song or actually have a shot of having a hit song, you have to have at least three of them things, three of them things in mind, you know, a defensive hook, singability, and a memorable, impactful message. You understand?
I
That's
hope
just
you're
three,
writing that
that's
down, those
just
who are watching and those
three
who
of
are
them.
artists.
That's just three of them. There are many more, but that's the three I could give for now. You understand? Because one
Yeah.
thing I noticed in my experience of singing and my little music vibes, people will easily sing anything they could remember. You understand? And people will easily remember anything they can sing. You check what I'm telling you.
True.
Now the definite,
That is true,
the
especially for catchy hook.
yeah, that's what I just come in and tell you there. You check it, the definitive hook. You check it. It allows even somebody without musical ability to sing to get involved in the song. Now, this is one of the reasons Vibes Cartel actually changed the way he started singing music because when he just started, he was like, oh, come on, look, come on. Now, you might not be able to sing that because that's too fast for you. Now,
Right.
he noticed that people can't sing them kind of fast lyrics and them. You check what I tell you. So that is what Cartel realized about himself. And he changed. And that is what make him the kind of Cartel he is there now. Because he started
Right.
singing where
Right.
anybody could understand the lyrics and sing the song. And as I tell you, even if you might not be a singer, you check what I'm telling you, you could get
Mm-hmm.
involved because it's easy to sing. It's easy to remember. You check what I'm telling you. Now still, you still can't be fooled by them free little things I give you there, the definite hook, the definitive hook, sorry, the singability, and the memorable message, because, you know, it takes this skill now and the experience for you to hit all three of them things, for you to make a hit song, for you to make a song that will last. You check it? But when you do that now, when you do that, you will be on your way, you check it, to having a song that your fans or even people that never hear about you could not ignore. You check what I'm telling you?
Right.
Yeah, man. That is why, as I tell you, that's why Vibes Cartel, well, that's my opinion. I think that is why Vibes Cartel changed the way he used to sing from the brrrr, and he start giving you that one on him, slow motion. You check what I'm telling you, he start giving you them kind of style. Now that easy, a woman
Yeah,
a
it's
child,
very easy and
anybody
you
can
can
sing that.
understand what he's
You check
saying.
what I'm telling you, but when you come in the look man, juku man, brum, 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 boy, you can't do that.
You're not understanding
You
shit.
can't. You might understand. You might understand, but you might not be able to sing it as quick as he can, because sometimes he recording that in 2 takes. Sometimes he come and telling you, and he's stopping, and he coming and telling you, if you're this bad man, you check what I'm telling you. Sometimes he just do it one time. You hear any song going one time, but sometimes he recording in different takes. But he could sing it in one take. If you this bad man, your skin, you check it. He could sing it, but the fans now might not be able to sing it the way he's singing it. So that's what I believe that actually made Vibes Cartel change his vibe, and that made him a more popular artist and even, you know, much better artist. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. But yeah, that is my that is my advice for the young artists. You check it, the upcoming artists. You know, try to make a hit song, because, as I tell you, anybody could cook, but it's not everybody that could be a chef. You check it. Yeah, man.
That is right.
Yeah, man. So anybody could sing, but not anybody that would be able to give you a hit song. Because if you notice, there are many artists in St. Lucia that have been singing for years and they don't have one hit song. One hit song. Not because radio play your song, it's a hit song. Not because they call you to perform the song, it's a hit song. A hit song is a song that
I would say something, but then I'll keep it to myself.
a hit song is a song that have the lifespan of more than 5 to going to 10 years. There are certain songs, certain soca songs they will play in Lucia now there, and no matter how long it takes, still mashing up the place. That is a hit song.
Of course.
You check what I'm telling you, that is a hit song.
Of course.
That is a hit song. Sometimes I listen into radio and I hear that old tune of mine, sit down and sit down and sit down. I say, miss it, and people still playing that. You check what I'm telling you now. All them thing is hit song. All them thing is hit song.
Yeah, man.
If I sing that on a stage in Martinique now, whole place mad. That 911 song I come out with, whole place mad. Huh?
Yeah, that body.
Yeah, but that song was the building bridge to the segment. You know, they didn't accept it in them time. You sit down and sit down and sit down, but that was the starting of the Cool Roy and the Henry segment. They just didn't accept it. You understand? They didn't accept it how it needed to be accepted. You check it? Yeah.
So what do you think they can do to help the upcoming artists?
Yeah, I think they could, for one, play more of the local music. As we say, the artists have to make good music too for the people to play the music, you understand? So if they're not getting anything played, is either they don't know how to give you a good song, or, you know. But, you know, yeah, they should be playing more of the local music. And I think, a little radio station. It could even be an internet radio. It don't have to be a big radio station like Hot FM or these other radio stations, you know. It could be just like an internet radio, you understand? You on the internet, you play local music. You'll not play local music alone, but you'll play local music to get people, to get the artists introduced to other DJs and other things. And I think they need to do more local shows too, you know, even if it have a foreign artist or not. St. Lucia have a lot of big artists, so, you know, I believe they should do more. It could be even free, it could be even paid, you know, just more of it. So we could now, our people could accept our artists a little more. Check what I tell you.
But I heard this, sir. Sorry to cut you short, sir. But they used to do the Peter Rising Soca staffing.
Yeah,
I don't know if many people remember that.
Yeah, things like that. That's a good thing.
I don't know whatever happened to that.
Maybe they stop. I feel after the corona, them people stop all them things, but maybe they maybe might bring these things back. If you notice, they have a tendency of bringing these things back after a little while. Maybe they maybe need to organize different things and get things together. But all things like these things are good things. The Guinness competition thing they used to have before, that's a very good thing because that's where I got introduced to the crowd. You understand? Through the Guinness competition and freestyle and all them things. So I believe they should
But to me, they
doing
stop
them
that
things.
as well.
Yeah, I think they stop all these things. But these things was
Yeah.
good. These things was good. These things was actually one of the pillars of bringing out dancehall artists like me. Because in them freestyle thing is more dancehall artists used to get, you understand? Yeah.
You're right.
That was a good thing. Not just dancehall artists, but dancehall and reggae artists. You understand? Yeah. I believe they should do these things and you see more of them little award thing, even though it's small, even though it's a big event. I believe they should do that for St. Lucia too. Artist of the year, best female artist of the year, best dancehall artist from St. Lucia, best soca artist, best genre segment artist, best new artist.
I think the only one they have there for now is the Gimmies. But that's for food and stuff, like entrepreneurs and stuff.
All right.
But I believe they should do that, man.
Yeah, man, I believe they should do things for the artists so the artists would feel.
Yeah, because St. has a lot of talented people, from
Man,
those who do drawings, paintings,
right.
singing.
Not just singing.
They are the songwriters. Even the producers themselves are not being recognized. They have a lot of producers in St. Lucia. I don't even know them. Huh? Right now, I am using TikTok and Facebook to find out.
Yeah, Crystal, big up yourself, Crystal. Same way, one love, you don't know. Big up Farai, Zimi, big up yourself. I'm just watching the comments there. Big up.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, Lucia have a lot of big producers too. Lucia have a lot of big producers. I could remember the first producer that actually gave me a little strength in the music is Irvin Lockter. I don't know if you know Irvin Lockter, but Irvin Lockter is a man that make a lot of hard soca rhythm for Ricky T and not big artists already.
Oh wow!
He's singing too. His name is Ace. That was the first producer that actually bring me into a studio. I was still in school. He and a Jamaican man they call him Courtney, black Jamaican man. That was the first two people that actually introduced me to a studio. I can't forget that. That is a long time. I was still in school, so that was maybe like 97, 98, 96. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. The Lucia have no big producer, especially not for the young ones now that coming out with the Denry segment and them man bad. It's just more music we just need to drop. The country go get recognized, It's just more because I telling you, I sure they have somebody watching St. Lucia, You never tell if Nicki Minaj could just be there watching all thing and
let me tell you, you see the media, especially social media, you can never tell who is watching. Sometimes that person might just scroll past and see that live and see an artist, expressing themselves and be like, yeah, that person, I can help that person go forward or something. Something can always happen.
Yeah, man. It just not happening in Lucia yet. I don't know how it does. It's not happening in Lucia. It's like them people eyes more on Jamaica and because, these people coming out with content. Now, I'm not saying Lucia not coming out with content, But I tell you one thing I noticed. They're not busting everything that coming out from Lucia. Like they're selecting what they want to, That is a good thing too, but at the same time, it's still holding on a couple artists because I know they have so many artists out there that want to come out and they can't come out because no DJ want to play their music, no radio want to play their music. And I know some of them out there have good music.
Some of these artists, these same artists, you're reaching out to them. Like when people like me reach out to certain people, they view me as like I too small, I still too small.
That's the next problem with certain artists.
So they don't wanna come on the live or they don't wanna talk about anything, and they wonder why they're still staying at the back.
I one thing I don't like about a lot of Lucian artists, they have a large ego and they head too swell. You check it, they head too, and they're not even in, because the majority of we artists in St. Lucia, we are famous, we just popular, I'm not saying they don't have famous artists in St. Lucia. I'm not saying that, but
we have a handful of famous people, But we have a lot of people that just popular, and because of their popularity, they think they're above others.
Yeah.
They need to stop that.
I never put myself in that bracket, you know, no matter what big song I have or how large I could be big like Beenie Man tomorrow or Cartel tomorrow, and I could still be the same Crocadile. I wouldn't see people, and when I see them, turn my head so and wait for them to check me. A lot of them artists, so you know, they seeing you, they seeing you first, they ain't gonna call you, know, they turning their head so, and they playing like they never see you. After them man just make me laugh. So much. I say, what to them, man? What to them, man? I will show you, you know. I telling you one thing, you know. I believe that is why St. Lucia don't have no superstar yet, you know, because a lot of them man head swell. Them man not ready.
But they're just popular. That's what I don't get. Some of y'all are just popular.
Exactly.
You're not international. You're not out there. You're just popular.
That is one thing about them, man. A lot of them man head swell. Before they make a little song that on radio that playing, they don't playing like they even checking you. They even know you again. Like they're too high to check you. They turn in the head. They seeing you, you know. They turn in the head so for you to check them first. Like they never see you. I can't be so, man. Music not changing me, you know. And a lot of things just change them, man. Music, money, woman changing them, man. Now, that is why Lucia don't have no superstar. That's my opinion, eh? Lucia don't have no big superstar. Look at Matnik just there. Have Kalash. The man is a big superstar. Lucia don't have no artist like that, man, yet. Because that is my opinion, nope. I tell you. A lot of them artists now, they're not really, they have this star quality, but they don't have this star mentality. You check
not
what I tell you?
They don't have it, huh?
You know, a lot of them man don't have the star mentality. They have the quality where they have the vibes of a superstar, but the mentality is such a mentality that maybe the most I say, I don't want to make them feel a superstar because si me mete se buksa la superstar, le yo we mun yo kay kwasha ale mun. Go on. I telling you because some of them man feel like they're bigger than you. They go check you if they see you. They turn in their head doing all kind of thing, playing no mind like that.
You can pass go BMW, you can pass les autres you. And not knowing is because people like you elevate them and give them the motivation to continue pushing themselves.
Yeah.
They end up reaching where they are there today. Yeah. Some of y'all need to humble.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you really need to humble yourself.
Yeah, man. Because doing that I play no role. You check why I'm telling you, because the same people are listening to your music today. If they notice that's the kind of personality you have as an artist, they could just sit and turn it back on you. They could just turn it back. I'm a pack to me see a coca. I'm when me see check me see for a photo, me say God me screw. One just that little move making people even want to listen to you again, you know. Because your personality.
Let me tell you,
why I'm telling you.
The same set of people that making you rise are the same set that can bring you back down flat.
Exactly.
Mazun, big up yourself.
Flat at it.
Yes, my girl, they say support locally. Support locally, say. Yeah. But the thing is, some of us have no issue in supporting local. What?
Mazun Philip, no, she say you can support local.
Yes. Let me tell you.
As an artist, you have to embrace the people because, you know.
They're the ones that pushing you. They're the ones that keeping you up there. They give you know they actually giving you the taste for you to continue.
Especially
to make music.
Like you as an artist or your music. Even if you wake up today and you have a bad day and they check you, I want an autograph. I want a picture.
Yeah, man.
So you just have to smile and do that because you're a star, you're an artist, the people like you. The people wouldn't ask you for a picture if they don't like your music or don't like you as a person. You understand?
Exactly.
Now the moment you give these people this kind of acting or reaction or behavior, the people will not like your music anymore. The people will not even want to. Certain people will just stop listening to you just because of that. You check it. Yeah, I don't.
They don't know that.
I not so, you know. Imagine it. I don't kind of way. When I walk in town, I see people. I checking them first. I see you first. I check. I don't have time to play like I see you and turn my head so and feel like I know you and waiting for you to check me because I feel like bigger than you. Nah, man. I know you. I see you. I check in you because I see you. I jump in you. I hail in you. Check it. I don't have time to play them kind of thing. Nah, man. That happening, you know where, you know. Kind of thing. A lot of them too.
If only they were more like you.
Boy, I 1 in a million.
I think they're the rich five.
It's 1 in a million. Eh? They can't be like me. They can't be like me as well. Like 1 in a million.
What's
I'm not the biggest artist. I'm not saying I'm the best artist. You check what I'm telling you. That is one thing. You see music, money, woman, them kind of thing can't swell my head. Because at the end of the day, even before that, I was already a person. So if this, as I tell you, tomorrow, if tomorrow I get big like Michael Jackson or big like Vybz Kartel, moi still pas ka changer mania moi là jodi a swear like ouais moun ek fait considérer mais pas connaître moun ek fait considérer mais top haut ek top bon ek top go pour check moun vous savez moi même moun là même moun là.
You know, the more love you give to the people out there, the more support you get.
Even the more fight don't do you still get more fight don't do. You don't mind that. Or sometimes you still being good and you get more fight done.
Boy.
That's why you just have to give the love. That's why you just have, even if they're fighting you, you just give the love because you understand. It's just give the love.
Yeah, man.
Just be, because you know, as I tell you, the people wouldn't ask you for a photo or wouldn't ask you for this if they like you, like your music and that kind of thing. Understand? But that is one thing. I could never be that kind of person where music, I would let music swell up my head, and you know. And I believe artists should do more combinations with each other too. You know, more combinations, down and down and down. A lot of them doesn't want to give another one a hand. You understand? Like
that self is a whole other problem.
Yeah, they're so, even the producers too, they're so big, they don't want to help that one because they know they have their little following, and if they do a song, if that one going to come there. So they don't want to see you go nowhere. They just, you check what I'm telling you. Yeah. As for me, if I turn a big artist there tomorrow, big, like, as I tell you, big superstar, I help in a lot of youths. I help in a lot of upcoming youths because I started so already.
Yeah, they need the help.
I started so, you know, when I won the Guinness competition in 2007, the first thing I did was buy studio equipment. You check it, for me to have my own studio, for me to better myself and help others. And I did that for a majority of years. You check it until some of the people I was helping leave. That one go there, that one work, that one make family, that one stop on the music. And I still learn my thing. I still learn my thing. And even if St. Lucia not even playing my music like before anymore. I'm not saying they're not playing it, you know, but like before, every new thing I drop, they playing it. But now you might just hear the old soca hits. You know what I say?
Yeah, right now you're not hearing, you know, right now you're not really hearing much of your music. You're not really hearing much.
That's the next thing again I have to touch, you know. Because a lot of artists just be stifled because of that kind of vibe. When you reach a certain level, and then man see you could reach there now, they just pulling you back down. They just pulling the ladder underneath you. So you're going back down. People wonder, Crocadile, you still singing, but you check it and you still doing your music, you know. That's what I don't like. Like they're making the people, some of them making the artists, on the fans of the artists disappear and base the artist not singing again when the artist still giving hits. You check it because they stopped playing my music in Lucia. I don't know for what reason, but my music still playing in Martinique. My music still playing.
They're nothing because you're still big in Martinique. You're still big in London. You're still big everywhere else.
If I was making another issue, guys, I don't make another issue. I don't make another issue. Check it. My music still playing in France. My music still playing in Martinique. My music still playing in London. My music still playing in Germany. Places I see my music playing, I just be like, real? Pouvez? You check it. So I did nothing on that. But how I don't know him, who is he? Mazoon Philip, my name is Crocadile. You maybe wasn't around when my music was being played. But my music used to be more popular in the 2007s to the 2012 and them kind of time there. You know? Just look up my music, Crocadile, Crocadile. Yeah, this is Crocadile, but you spell it the wrong way. You see the O, yeah. Now that's the next thing, you know, a lot of people has been looking for my music and they just put Crocodile, the animal, the way the name, and they're not getting me. They're getting a whole set of crocodile fighting with lion and all kind of things. Check what I said.
Yo, imagine that happened to me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's Croca.
And then when I changed it, that's when I got it.
Croca, Crocadile. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Imagine you go look for a name, a whole bunch of crocodiles who fighting with crocodile wins.
That is the problem there. Now a lot of people just put the croco. That's why they're not getting my music, you know. Yeah, but I am all platforms, man. All platforms. Deezer, Spotify, YouTube, just name it. Apple Music, all of them are there.
Now, since to say Spotify. I know it's been a couple of months now since you won that award. For I think it was how much for the billions streamed, for the most streamed
million. Yeah.
Right.
Just now.
For the
Yes, Mazoon Philip. That's the crocodile I was in the war. That was to make me laughing that day. Yeah.
Congratulations on that award, eh?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That even the first one. I have nothing stick up in my house there, Nothing I get,
Hey, I want to see.
Yeah, but I tell you, I have nothing there. I have nothing there, you check it? Nothing. I am not a show off man, you check it? I is not a show off man with my music and my thing, and but I have nothing I get, You understand?
I want to see.
I have nothing there. I have nothing there for them. That one is the million views for that album. That is the same 911 album. That is the most popular album I came out with. Popular in Martinique and France. And I still get another one, most streamed mixtape again for that same album. Plus I got that 5 million views on Facebook there the last time there,
Yeah.
It's just for the comedy, the little comedy thing I was doing, messing around and just.
Oh yes, I remember that.
I just decided to do that, and I see that just kick, but somebody try and fight me down and mess up my profile. They falsely report my profile and mess up my vibe. Yes, I just stopped doing that.
Yes.
And I will come back on it.
I don't know why people like to do that. Why? They see you starting something good because you're getting recognition and stuff for that. They messing you up. Boy. And it be your own people.
Yeah. That's people that has been secret competition if you were. Peter them you can we got the crocodiles out there who la me we to a million views, but they will never tell you to try and pop up your profile.
They have it.
A lot of people has been secret competition if they're talking to you nice and they're doing the same thing you're doing, but just because maybe you getting more forward in what you doing than them, they like it. You check it? They like it. You can't make them things stop you. Just like you're doing your little interviews there and you might get little ups and downs. Just keep doing your thing, my girl, guys. A good thing you're doing there. St. Lucia needs much more people.
I was on the verge of stopping that completely. But because people like you, Diamond, Jessica, Tasha, Stephanie, even Lady Stone too, and a couple other people actually gave me the encouragement. That's why I am here again.
Because that's what you want to do. You started it already. You check it. Is interest you have in it. Is a liking you have in it. So you could never tell. Yeah, boy. Look, somebody called me Marva Bunt, and that is somebody that knew me a long time, boy. Big up, Remy Eden. Big up yourself. That is somebody that knew me a long time. Because that is what they used to call me before, Marva Bunton. The first song I recorded in the studio, I went under that name, Marva Bunton. Big up yourself.
So, what was your biggest challenges?
Biggest challenges?
As being an artist. Yeah.
All right. One of my biggest challenges was going to studio in St. Lucia. Yeah, Metro. Big up yourself. I there cool. You don't know. Big up yourself. Big up. Matthew. Boy, I make a mistake in your name. Sorry. Matthew. You say that Matthew Hussein. Big up yourself. Yes, I. Yeah, one of my as an upcoming artist, one of my challenges was recording in a studio because every studio I went to, they would either don't mix my music good. Sometimes I pay in my money and they're giving me this song. I would not say rubbish quality, but sometimes my voice there and the rhythm all there. So nothing not in sync. And I used to be like, wow, I pay $500 to come in a studio and record a song, and then when I do my song good. So that used to discourage me, man. That used to make me feel like I'm not good enough, and I know I have the vibe, but it's them fellas that not mixing the music properly. Until I just say, you see that. And this man like TC Brown and the next producer they call in Rowell Alcid. He used to live up the mall. Last time I just left school. That was like 1999. Rowell pull me up and he make me do one of my first dancehall songs.
Mm-hmm.
And he give me the strength and he tell me, yeah, boy, you have the talent. I could help you. And I got a record deal with some white people in the north. They call them Vibes Music. I got a record deal with
Okay.
these people. Yeah, that was my first record deal in St. Lucia. Vibes Music. About 3 white people. And then, I always
Wow.
used to be there. It wasn't me alone. That time I was in a group. So, it was all of us under the record deal. But I was the only solo artist. Like, I in the group, but I would come out with songs by myself. You understand? I can never forget these people. Vibes
Yeah.
Music. Yeah. Guys, you see where the mall is up north there now? It used to be right there. Vibes Music. So yeah, that used to discourage me when I used to go in studios and people would not mix my music good and people would not master my music good, and
Great.
you understand? Until man like TC Brown now, I get to know TC Brown through that same producer, Rural Alcy. I get to know him through I get to know TC through him because he used to be producing um calypso music for TC. So he brought me to that studio they call Shanga Productions. And then now TC Brown see the little vibe in me. And I explained to
Mm-hmm.
TC boy, but that's the only studio apart from Rural. I'm not talking about the very first one with Irvin Lockton and them. I'm talking about after that. That's way after that. You know? I
Yeah.
tell him, boy, that's the first big studio I come in and I seen everything nice. He make me come out with a song. Are you ready to misbehave? Are you ready to jump and wave? That's like in the 2000. And then,
Uh-huh.
boy, I see this song come out so nice and the song was proper. I say, boy, I feel myself. I say, yeah, boy, I get a good love in that studio. So I used to tell him what I going through. And TC Brown just gives me a computer. He tell me, son, you have the talent, look a computer. Try and start doing your own thing now. So I have big respect
You
for
see?
TC Brown, you see there. You see TC Brown, I have big respect for TC Brown. TC Brown just give
I
me a
wonder where
computer.
is he now?
I don't know, boy. It's been years I don't see TC Brown. But he gave me a computer, and that's how I started off with my first little studio. It wasn't even a studio. It was just a computer with a microphone, and I still was doing my thing. Yeah, I was still doing my thing. So I could say, yeah, that was one of the biggest, you know, thing that would actually try to discourage me is just getting the little fight done. And sometimes I used to try to get myself on shows and they wouldn't put me on a show. And certain artists would go behind my back. Sometimes even when I get a show, certain artists would go
Mm-hmm.
behind my back and say, don't put that man. I could mention my name too. But I ain't gonna do that. I could mention
They're
artist
bored.
name like to try and fight me down. But I ain't gonna do that. That is a real youth, I'm telling you. So, you know, there was a
It's
time
it
when
on him.
Sidong and Sidong just came out. They put me on a big show in the north. And Marshall Montano wanted to do a little remix of that Sidong song. Just because of the bad mind of other artists, I never get that breakthrough. Saying, boy,
Miss,
Diamond
yeah.
Beat, don't put that there, and blah, 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 blah. And TC Brown, I used to talk to them and tell them, but how y'all could say that? How y'all could do that?
Boy,
The
Lucian's
man like an
dangerous
artist like
when
anybody
you
else.
level it
I
up.
got enough fighting that music already. Yeah. I strong to be standing up there still doing music today, because fight I get in music already from, boy. If you see where me party from, I quit music longtemps, I quit music ça là, But you see the thing is, I dedicated and I love my music, and my music is just not a talent where I have. It's a safe space. You check it, it's a strength.
Yeah.
You understand? It's a way of expressing myself. It's a way of healing anything. You understand? Because the music just can't come out of me. It can't come out no matter what I try, it will not come out. You understand what I'm telling you? Yeah, but I go through nothing already, but I love the music and I know I have the vibe. Nobody can, even artists that used to try and discourage me. I just see some of them in interviews. I watching them, some of them in interviews, and whenever Crocadile name come and in this spot, something bad they say, it's something bad, they try to make me look bad. And I ain't gonna do that if I in an interview. If I in a clash with you, I in a clash with you. You diss me, I diss you. But I will not go out the road and spread rumors and do all them kind of thing and try and mess up you as a person. You check it? Clashing is just a thing. Clashing is just a little thing where we're doing our thing to try and, put a little hype. I will not bad mind you as an artist if I diss you in a song or if I clashing with you. But some of them have a different mentality. I just heard them in the interviews talking how much nonsense and making up how much lies trying to beat me down as an artist. But remember, I'm a legal. Yeah.
That's why you on there, is it? You see them want to plaques, you have them and
Yeah, guys. That's not all. That's just what that in that room where I am there. You check it. The very first one I got was for the Guinness competition. I get a plaque and a little trophy, but it's inside of there, you know. Yeah. I still got an award from the Act Media thing, but I couldn't go to America for the award. You check it? I didn't
Oh
have no visa
my.
that time. And it happened so fast. It's like you check it, I get the award, boom, and I have to try and go there next week. And you know, I couldn't get the visa in that speed. Check it. So they just sent to
Oh,
me.
right, right,
They just
right.
send it to me online. I never actually go to the. You check what I telling you, and they would never
So
even talk about visa.
they cannot send your thing down for you.
Yeah, well, that's what had happened. That's what had happened. But at the moment, I
Oh,
couldn't be
okay.
in this ceremony, come in and yeah, big up to everybody and blah 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 blah. Like, thank you so much. I was sure I couldn't be there, but I still get I still get my thing. I still get my thing. Yeah, man. Mm. Yeah, and another message to the upcoming artists: don't let nothing discourage you. All I say, you check it because you see, being an artist, you know, being an artist is a real the hard thing, you know, it's not an easy thing to be an artist. It's a dangerous thing to check what I'm telling you in just being an artist, especially what kind of artist you are. You understand? So, you know, just don't stop what you're doing, just keep doing your thing and keep doing your music because, you know, the most I give all of us that gift for a reason, you know. And I just believe that
Yes, and come
a lot
to
of
me so I can have y'all on the show so people can get to know y'all more. You can even do clashes with Crocadile and different other artists. Come to me.
I could out on that clash thing because a lot of them just take it personal. A lot of them just take it personal. Sometimes they dissing me first, and when I diss them back, they taking it personal. So I doesn't even put my interest in that anymore. I watch clashing with artists as just fun and just as entertainment and a way to, you know, enhance and
Mm-hmm.
amplify my lyrical capacity. You check it, but I will not want to hurt you as an artist or see you out the road and try and disrespect you just because I'm in a clash with you. I might just buy you a beer and give you 2 drinks. I ain't gonna want to disrespect you. You know, it's just a musical thing, not there. But some of them
They
man
should
that
start.
have a different
They
mentality.
should start doing like some of the politicians. We battling today and tomorrow we in a ceremony together, drinking, laughing, and
Yeah,
you know
because
that's
that's
how
just
I see it. Eh?
entertainment. That's just entertainment to me.
Yeah,
That's just
because that's how I
entertainment.
see it.
Yeah, I'll send you for the next one, Mazun Philip. I'll send it. I'll put it. Tell my let me put you. I hope you read it for me. Eh?
Sure. She go take on pictures with it first.
Yeah, yeah,
But big up
man.
to you on the new track that you have out.
Yeah, man.
What's
Yeah,
the
man.
name of it again? I like that song so much, yeah.
Cock it up
Sure.
to the max. Cock it up to the
Right.
max.
I like that song so much. Up to like I do a little whining video of that.
Yeah, you go get the chance, man. You go get the chance. Don't rush yourself.
You also go check out that song. I really honestly I really love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you want my links, you could just go on Google and just type Crocodile Music. Crocadile. You should get the majority of what are
You
there.
should give your Instagram handle as well.
My Instagram is the same thing, Crocodile Music. Or you could just put Marvin Joseph. You'll get me.
Just like on Spotify.
Spotify, yeah, Crocodile, just Crocodile. But you see,
Okay.
when you go to my YouTube, which is Crocodile Music, you could just go into the description of my YouTube and you'll find every single other link that is embedded in there. Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, you know, TikTok, everything. Everything there.
Um, you don't want to play a little of it so they can
Oh,
hear.
yeah, I see somebody say that. But yeah,
Yeah.
my laptop go off on me just now. Eh? Thing is, I didn't connect my speaker on it. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if y'all will hear it loud enough because it's just my laptop that in front of me there. So let me know if y'all hearing or you're not hearing it. Kind of low. Yeah, Mazun, that's the way to spell it. Yeah, I running it on the live. I running it.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'll try and play it louder just now. I want to play the edited version because I don't know if they have children watching the live and it's a raw song too, you know.
Also, you're supposed to be in the bed.
No, I will play it louder. Let me see you wind down and shake it up, girl. Body up, right on the ground. Let me see you spin around just like that. Jessica Cyril, big up yourself. You don't know, small E, you're not there for us. Yard girl, big up yourself. You don't know, you lad.
Big up Black Six Artist, same speed. Yeah, LC and them, big up yourselves.
Yes, now, I will let me tell you louder for you. I will let me tell you louder.
You leave me alone.
758, God, let's set day. The way you whine and you whine and you whine on it. Tell me love to see you move your waistline on it. And me love the way you shake it in time on it. Baby, me love the way you climb on it. That one a name, girl. Cock it up, pump off a top. Let me see you wind down and shake it up, girl. Bunny hop, right on the. Let me see you spin around just like a top, girl. Cock it up, body back shot. Let me see you wind down and shake it up, girl. Bunny hop, left on the. Let me see you spin like the hands of a top, girl. Cock it up, girl, for the back shot. Let me see you spin around just like a top. Shake it up, just like Rasta locks. Let me see you change, girl, like a trance. You know me really love the way that you whine on me. And me really love the way you slide on me. And me love the way you shake it in time on me. Baby, me love it when you climb on me. That one a name, girl. Cock it up, pump off a top. Let me see you wind down and shake it up, girl. Body hop, right on the hook. Let me see you spin like the hands of a top. Cock it up, body. Let me see you wind down and shake it up, girl. Body hop. Yeah, man, that is the new track that there. You can find that on all platforms right now.
Check it out, go on YouTube, get that song, like, subscribe.
Sorry?
Hell no.
What is that?
No, I was just telling them to go to YouTube and get, and like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll post it after on my page. So if anybody want to, get the link.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'll try and post it in the live right now through my PC. Let me see you.
Yeah, you can do that. Just drop the link in the comment section.
Right on the cock. Let me see you spin around just like a top girl.
Download that song. I don't know. I will always say that song. I love it.
Left on the cock. Anytime you do the little spin dancing, you could just send it for me. I could promote it. Let me see you. I could promote it all over the pages and things. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, Yeah, somebody have to start the what you call that?
The ladies that like to dance. Now is a big opportunity. I want to see some dancing videos of that song.
Mazun Phillips say I will make a video for that song. Yeah, man, you could go ahead. Just make sure you tag me. Just make sure you tag me when you do the video, man. I'd appreciate that, man. You don't know. And for the people that looking for my Facebook, you could follow me on Facebook too, Crocadile. 19,000 followers. You could follow me. And you could get mostly all my new material there also, because whenever I release a new music video or a new song, I always paste the links in my Facebook page and also on my profile right here. So yeah, man, you don't know. Puitinum, big up yourself. I see you just coming there. Big up.
So I have one more thing to say. If anybody has any questions for Marvin, just send in the request and you guys can come on live and ask your questions and he will be happy to answer you.
Yeah, man, no problem.
So does anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Yes. Big up Jessica Cyril. Don't know. From you calling me Bunton, somebody that know me a long time. From the time I see the Bunton, I say it have to be somebody that I know for a very long time. Big up yourself. Yeah, boy. I run in the track again.
I waiting for that music video to come out, eh?
Yeah,
I
boy.
want to see
I actually,
some big apple bottom.
yeah, I actually just, actually just waiting to see how would it be accepted by the people still, you know. But I know it's a good song because I seen all the feedback which I get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but I just waiting to see what really going on and boom, yeah, man. If I see things get too hot on that song, then I can clip la me. Me pa jouer up ça.
But you know,
Yeah.
you can input if the ladies actually do the video, like the short clips of them dancing to that song,
Mm-hmm.
we can just do a combination and include them in the music video as well.
Yeah,
Like
that's
just
not a
take the short
problem, man.
clips. Yeah,
That's
man,
not a
just take the
problem,
short
man.
clips from them and just include it in
Yeah.
the
And
music
also,
video.
if they
Thank
will,
you, Mazun. Big up yourself, my girl.
yeah, Small, I know
We
you
love.
are there.
Love all the way.
I know that's you, Small. From time I see the name, I know that's you. Yeah, big up yourself. Big up yourself, my girl. You're large. We want a collab with you and Ali Cat. A lot of people asking for that collab, but it's not impossible, you know. It's not impossible. That could happen, you know.
So
Just have to
we
resume with the
calling
artist.
her Ali Cat.
Yeah, you know the clip now. That could happen, you know. If there are
Yeah.
anybody, if we're doing that clip and there are people that there are women, even fellas that interested in being in the clip, that's not a problem, you know. We could just make a WhatsApp group and we could just check people and whoever interested, we could just come together, make a day for that and look for the venue, you know, buy a couple drinks and you know, just come together and we're making a nice little day and you understand, we're making that video clip come out bad. I have my camera there, everything, so you know. Yeah, man,
Watson, man.
we could do that,
Making
guys.
it happen, eh?
Yeah, guys.
We're making shit happen.
Yes, guys. Me see, I put the link for the song in the comments there. You know, si zot pa we make a remake your house up. Si zot vle ale an le YouTube e kade.
Everything flood.
Clique an le
Thank you,
like,
love.
clique an le like, e clique an le partage. Partage means share. Share the song and yeah, man, we need to forward our artists. Yeah, and big up to all the people, all the fans, and all the people listening to that live and watching that live there, and the
Yeah, man.
day
Big
one
up
Crocadile
y'all.
fans, and even the new Crocadile fans. Big up, enough love and respect to all of y'all. I pasting the link for the song again. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, comment. You don't know, man. Big
And
up.
artists, please reach out to me. We can always book it every Sunday at 8 p.m. We can always schedule a day.
I located in St. Lucia, Castries. Castries.
Botet magafa malatel magia malaka pela.
What somebody said there, the clash was the yeah boy, yeah boy. A lot of people had like that clash, boy. That was history, you know. You see that clash there with me and the artist from Viewport? That was history. The Lucia never saw something like that. Never saw something like that, you know. Yeah, man. That was a good time, you know. I enjoyed that time. That time there, boy. Yeah, man.
Oh,
It was a great time. And I don't believe there's any artist that will clash and make it big like how we did it there. I'm not saying it cannot happen, you know, but the way that clash was, that was on a level. Because
I
of
did
that
it
clash,
though.
my music got more popular in
Oh,
a lot of the big countries
oh
like
yeah.
London and thing, you know. Yeah,
But
man. Because
the movie. We forget
uh,
the movie, all I do.
yeah,
The movie.
yeah. What
Let's
about the movie?
talk about the movie. That's a long time ago, eh?
Oh yeah, the movie was 2012, 2012, 14. But it was actually released like I think 2 years after we did it, you know, because you know already. No pa Hollywood.
But to me, one of the guys in the movie passed away already, right? I think he
Yeah.
got shot.
Well, boy, not only
Yeah.
one or two, because I just lost one of my good friends there that was in the movie too, you know. I don't know if you saw the last picture and I posting up with a fella with how many tattoos and things.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I saw that
Yeah, he
pic
was in the
you
movie.
posted.
He was in the movie too, you know. You wanted to talk about the movie?
Mm.
Well, yeah, you there understand already. Just ask me the questions. Make a weapon nula maybe. What's up? Nula.
Ask your questions. You'll have the time now to ask your questions. The audience, feel free to ask your questions. He's right there. He can answer you right there and then.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it was a great time. Eh, eh. And I don't believe there's any artist that will clash and make it big. Look, I go on the live there and yeah, man, Mikey, big up yourself. You know the vibes. You seem to be somebody that was following from a long time. If from just you say 2008 was great, no lie, brother. That was a year of a lot of dancehall music coming from Crocadile and a lot of artists that I was dealing with, you know. Actually, I was producing about 7, 8 artists in that moment, you know, in that span of time, 2008 to 2012. I came out with many rhythms, Black Lizard rhythm, Crazy Feelings rhythm, Enough rhythm, and it was especially the Better Than rhythm that was actually the biggest rhythm that I ever created, where it was all about the clash on that rhythm, and that was the rhythm that catapulted my music from Martinique to France. And that is still a rhythm that is being played in France and in Martinique today. Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Poetinum. Selwyn, big up yourself. Selwyn Pascal, you large. Big up. Oh, you was live at the Clash, Mikey. All right, well, good vibes. You don't know. Big up. Better Than was a real tune. Yeah, actually, Better Than was my first hit. My first dancehall hit in St. Lucia. Charles Cochon, yes, me bad. That was my first hit. Yeah, because of DJ Clears, that song at Catapult. And yeah, man, big up to DJ Clears again. Boom, bang, you large, father. Yeah, man.
No, that song was body.
Yeah, boy, I give them a lot of hits already, you know, Kenjo. I give them a lot of hits already. Yeah. I don't know if you know, but I am one of the artists that have the most music in St. Lucia. A lot of people do not know that, you know. I have the most music in the country there, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
now they know. You just said it.
Yeah. When you go on my Spotify, you know, you've seen all the albums and a lot of various artists, rhythms where I am featured on, you know. Enough music, you know. Enough music. I put all my energy into the music because boy, it's just something I can't run away from, you know. Yeah, man, we from the same yard. All right, Telwin. Yeah, man, big up. You don't know, you large. Mazun Philip again. You know a lot. Jessica Real, Outer Streets. Yeah, Outer Streets. Yeah, Outer Street was a good thing, you know. Outer Street was a good thing, you know. It actually, I started that whole scenario of trying to do a movie, not St. Lucia's first movie, you know, but like just trying to do a little movie with just nothing big, you know, because I started my first movie with a little digital camera. And the movie wasn't even finished yet, and people wanted to buy the movie. Until one of my friends was, well, moved away, and we couldn't finish the movie because he wasn't there, and we couldn't choose somebody else. And people was on me so much, hey, I want to buy the movie. I started selling the movie, and it wasn't even finished. Like half a movie. Half a movie, you know. Yeah, half a movie. And people were still buying half a movie, which wasn't even finished. And I was like, what the hell, guys? And then, you know, and I had an next friend. I have a friend from Millet, King B, Jungle House Productions. I believe that's where he got the inspiration now to come out with the Outer Street movie, because a lot of people believe Outer Street is my movie. Outer Street is not my movie. I'm just an actor in Outer Street, you understand? But the inspiration came from my movie, my first little movie, which never actually came out big, like how Outer Street came out. You know, it was called King of the Game. You check it? And it didn't actually come out like Outer Streets, but it was all over the street selling on CD and DVD and them kind of thing. But it didn't come out finished. Like, you know, Outer Streets was on a different level where it was actually launched in America in a big cinema and all kind of things. So, you know, Outer Streets went more further. But the inspiration, I believe, came from me and my little movie, because that same man that did the Outer Streets, he was in my movie as well. So, you know, it was a great experience, you know. And trust me, you see these kind of things, I love them kind of things. You see, acting and movie and them kind of things. Kasi mwen konta sa telman, kasi mwen pa amati ba ou. Ou set li si ni pou fe plis ba kon ha. It doesn't have to be no gangster movie. It could be a comedy movie. It could be a movie about life. It could be reality movie. It could be about, you know, situations happening in the home.
So much.
Huh?
No, you can continue.
Oh, yeah. You know, yeah, man, I like them kind of thing, but I believe that, you know, there's no there are no people that's involved in trying to do these things, trying to push people who want to do these things. So, we now as artists and actors, we're not going nowhere because there's nobody to give us the push. We have the talent already, all we just need is a little from the right person, from the right person, and so tomorrow we could be big like Sylvester Stallone. Just keep on doing it. You understand? But I say I want to give that thing a shot again, do my own movie right now, because there was supposed to be a part 3 in Outer Streets, but for some reason I don't know what happened, if the producer still interested in doing that. Plus my friend, one of the fellas in the movie ended up dying, so I don't know if you understand. They have intentions of releasing a next Outer Street, but I have intentions of doing my own movie too, I just need to get certain things in place and certain people in place, and I could make a bad movie because I like to write a lot, So I just whenever I get ideas and things, I just write them out. Sometimes I sleep in, I tell you, and I dream and I sing in music. As I telling you, sometimes I sleep in and I dream in, I sing in and write in music. As I just waking up in my phone and I write in it one time before I forget it, and next day I on the mic already one time. Yes.
Yeah. Life of an artist.
Manel, big up yourself.
Imagine I doing my drawings. I just be doing my drawings and stuff, and that has happened to me too. You sleeping and you're waking up if that's on your mind, eh?
Yeah, boy. It's called channel. Nice channel music, channel writing. Yeah, because you get that from someone, you get it from a dream, you get it from, that's channeling. Yeah. Mazoon Philip, best live. You all make the live fun. Thanks a lot, Mazoon Philip. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Mazoon, right? Yeah. Thanks a lot. I glad you actually enjoy the live. I hope that every other live that Kendra can come out with would be enjoyable as this one, and maybe even more enjoyable as this one. And I hope that she goes forward. And maybe you could never tell, tomorrow she could be interviewing Nicki Minaj, and that would be a good thing for St. Lucia and for her. So big up to you again. I am happy that you gave me that little opportunity to, come and speak about certain things, Yeah, man. You're doing a good thing, man. Just keep doing your thing. No matter what fight you get, just keep doing your thing. You understand? Just keep doing your thing. Nothing easy. And everything you're going to get right.
You come and tell me these things, I just get the strength to continue.
Yeah, man. I like to give people strength. Trust me. I'm the kind of person, that is my personality. I like to give people strength. I like to give people advice. I'm not just a musician. You check it. It's an all-in-one. I like to give people good advice. I like to, encourage people to do good things, especially if they already started off doing something good, which especially as you're doing something that actually pertaining to me as a musician, as an artist, interviewing artists. So that's actually part of my kind of vibe. I like them kind of vibe. You check it. So I will always.
And the good thing about it, I don't go overboard. I don't ask questions that I myself. You see, people's personal lives have nothing to do with me. I just want to know the journey and how you became who you are now. That's it.
Yeah. Somebody say before you move, drop a better than on the live, bro.
Well, there you go.
I don't know what he's talking about. If it's this song, if it's the song. Yeah, that is old tune. I will still give you
yeah, baby boo. Yeah, Jessie boo.
A cappella of it, A cappella. You check it? Charles Cochon, yes, we better than. Fundamental Jackie Chan, we better than. Some boy them no know say me a veteran. Inna the music, seem ready if you go take them a hand. Kendra Bella's better than. The interview is just bigger than. Hulk Hogan and Jackie Chan. Inna the music, we ready for. We are go take it to them. Ready for done them and them friends. Say that them are artists and them they see me in. My lyrics them can stretch and my lyrics can bend. Me asking them boy warm to them. What we say? Take out the pen and start to write them. Body my hip and body my hype. Them drink to them and them get tight. See whip and the left up and the right. Boy them ready to lose them like them. Boy looking like them like. Tell you all like them Crocadile strong and my da one and him. Charles Cochon, yes we better than. Kendra live it better than. Them never did know she's a veteran. In the interview, she ready if you go take them on. Kendra, big up yourself, Kendra. You don't know.
Big up, boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, Mazun, I tell you to make a song of her. I don't know if you want to do that.
Make a song of who? Mazun,
Mazun, yeah.
You know that name
Or give a
sounding.
freestyle, or give a freestyle with her name in it.
You know her name sounding familiar. I don't know if I have her as friend or I just heard the name.
The clash between Ali Cats was
But
well.
the clash with all right. Somebody say the clash between Ali Cat, was it real? Well, it was a musical feud. You understand? As I explained a while ago, I'm an artist. When I clash with people, I don't actually involve myself in an actual physical clash with people. It was a musical clash. But maybe, feelings were being kept inside that I can't talk about because I didn't have no feelings. I was just doing my music and I know I get in this, so I have to this back. And at the end of the day, who come with the hardest this? So I don't know on the other side if the other artist was carrying feelings, but I wasn't carrying feelings. It was just a musical feud. But I meet up with the artist many times already. And that time I used to smoke. You check it, so I would just give a little spliff. He would give a little Guinness. There was never no disrespect in being around the artist. You understand? So it was. I wouldn't see it as a war. It was a lyrical war, and that's how I would like to keep
Entertainment.
my vibes. You understand? Yeah, man. It was like that's how it was. As I tell you, I cannot tell if he was maybe keeping feelings inside or having grudges inside, but on my behalf, I wasn't keeping no grudges. It was just a musical thing. I was just having fun. And as I tell you, I look at musical feuds as a way to amplify my lyrical capacity and my performance as an artist. You understand? So I don't look at it as a real war with somebody. You understand? It could be on that level. You understand? It could be because you could never know what could happen. Sometimes you decide artist and it's what you want to war with you, but I don't take it up to that level. You understand? I'm a
But you
musician.
know that a lot of the artists. I'm not talking about the local ones, like
Mhm.
those like Drake and them. When they have the music feud, it's just in the music. It's nothing. Sometimes they don't have nothing serious, huh?
Yeah, a lot of these things has been staged too. So sometimes you could just hear certain things where okay, that artist attack that artist. Or a lot of these things just you never see wrestling. Se bugla ka gume yo ka pete tet yon alot ek deme yo la ka de yo ka boy Guinness ek bonti deme.
Facts.
That is how the thing is. That is how the thing is. Look at Billy Man and Bonty feuding for years, and
Yeah.
these people actually had feelings. These people had feelings. These people actually maybe at a point in that clash hated one another. Look at Vibes Cartel and Movado. There was a point where these people actually maybe had hatred towards one another. But at the end of the day, these
True.
artists are people which actually, you will evolve out of that and become more matured mentally. You'll have more mental maturity and you would see like, what sense is making to worry for man just because of a clash? That ain't making no sense. Want to kill your
Yeah,
brother
not
just
making
because of a song.
any
That ain't
sense.
making no sense, man. To me, that ain't making no sense. You get what
But
I
to
say?
me, I feel like when y'all do that, like y'all people listen to your music more because people want to know more
Mm-hmm.
about what that is
Yeah.
happening.
Se moun la kota
So
roro. Se moun la kota
exactly,
roro.
they
Bon
like
se
the
bahay kon
drama,
ha.
so they will
Kon,
always.
bahay kon ha ki ka ven. If you look at movies, what's selling the most? Sex, violence. These are the things that selling the most.
Yep.
Look at me as an artist. Look at me as an artist. My first song was a conscious song. Pies moun parte ka koute. I sing many more songs with many more messages from that little one song I dropped. Pies moun parte ka koute. When I start with the Batman thing, bro, I gain how much views, I gain how much shares, I gain how much. Because people, that's what people want to. Sometimes people just blame the artist and say, oh, that man singing this and that and that man. Sometimes that's what you all want to hear.
Yeah, that's what they
That's what you all want
want.
to
So that's what
hear.
you'll give.
That's what you all want to hear. So all the artist doing is just putting himself in a place where put in your shoes to see, okay, you all like to listen to them kind of shake your backs. I think I will give you all that because that's what you all want to hear. And that is what that might make me more popular as an artist and get a show so I could perform and make a little money and little
True.
popularity. But that doesn't mean the artist is a criminal because he come and sing Charles Kosho Ibada done. Or because, you check what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Now that's
man.
the next thing. A lot of people just have the wrong idea of somebody just because of the music. I'm not saying they have artists that maybe not doing what they're singing, but it's not everybody that the same way. You understand? Check what I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you. Yeah, so that is the thing. A lot of the people now, a lot of the artists, sorry, is for me. I will speak on my behalf. You check it. I sing in things that I know people will, or have an idea that people would want to listen to. As I tell you about the hit song, you have to give them a memorable impact, an impactful message. So if you know it's that message they want to hear, and if you sing that, guys, you go make a million views. Ou pa ka jete? Ki manye ou pa jete? Le ou fe million views la, ou ka fe $1 million too. You check it. You the artist. Or it's better meant to one for your. It's better meant to one for your career. Now that is why I started giving them the bad man side and giving them kind of music, because in them time is elephant man, a bad man, coming around man, oh, or them thing that was busting in them time there. Everybody is this kind of song they was into. It's true. There's a lot of violence and a lot of things in the country. You understand, but it's just music. You understand? It's just music. That's what people want to hear.
People like to portray the music, like the music that is being aired out. They like to say, oh, because of that kind of music that people listening to, they committing crimes and they're doing this and they're doing that.
Yeah, some people have a point with saying that, because that's true. But at the end of the day, anyone who wants to listen to a particular choice of music or genre of music and would allow the music to compel you to do anything wrong, you check it, you are a low vibration person. Because I wouldn't listen to a bounty killer and go and kill somebody. I will not do that. You check what I tell you. Anybody that doing that, you are a low vibration person. You check what I telling you. Now, sometimes the music, as you say, that's true. That could be true. People could maybe listen to these things and just, have them compelling them to do things which is wrong. But it's your mentality. You understand? If you allow the music to do you that, it will happen because you allow it. You check it. Because the music don't have a remote pressing on you telling you, I'm Kendra, go and do that, and Crocadile, go and do that. Eh? They don't have no remote telling you, go and do nothing. They want to sing song. Bougla chante son, bon, c'est où qui veut point mettez à la tête pour faire vieux bagay. La vie, that is your fault. That is the man's fault. That is not the man's fault. So if you're watching Rambo and you're watching Sylvester Stallone and you're making that captivate your mentality for you to go and do Papi Show yourself, you can't blame Sylvester Stallone, no, Gasa. When the man you go blame the man. You cannot blame the man. Gasa, the man is an actor. An artist is the same thing. You check it. An artist is an actor. You check it. An artist is somebody who writes and creates content. You check it. So it's the people. You check it. But as I told you a while ago, that's what the people want to hear. Because you will come and sing a song about praying and all kind of thing, and you will get 100 views in 2 weeks. Maybe you shut your back, bo. So you're getting 2 million views in one day. You check right there. You check right there. You get 2 million views in one day. You go say, that is how it is there, guys. So it's that I go have to sing, man, for me to get popular. But you want to make your little career go forward. You check it now. In my case, when I used to sing them kind of thing, I used to get a lot of doublets. Now, I don't know, for y'all who don't know what a doublet is a version of a popular song which is created for a DJ, including his name, to play. I don't know if you'll ever heard them thing. You check it. I will give you like an example. DJ Lychee Badadan. You check it. I use my song and I pick up Lychee. That's a doublet. So.
Okay.
You understand?
Now, yeah,
that is one way artists make money. When they make a hit song, all DJ want a doublet to run because the song hot, and you will not make a doublet out of singing a conscious song unless you use Richie Spice or Jackie on them. You check what I'm telling you. You check what I'm telling you.
Right.
And doublet is the next thing. A doublet is a song being used by a DJ from an artist to clash with another DJ. So it is hard, it is rare, it is very rare that a DJ will use a conscious song. Although they does use it, I'm not saying they're not using it, but it's very rare. They will use the war songs. Like the Bible. You check why I'm telling you them kind of song, you will get from them kind of song. Now that is a way for the artist to make money. So the majority of their songs might be these kind of war songs because that is what the DJs want. So you see, sometimes the artists just try and do what they believe that will actually put them forward. Even if sometimes it might put them in problems, they know that what I'm making them make money.
Give the people what they want.
Check it. Sometimes you have to give the people what they want. Because when you use an artist, you're not singing for yourself, you're singing for people. You're singing for
You're right.
people. Because if you're singing for yourself, sometimes nobody will not like your music. nobody will not like your music. I don't say nobody will not like your music, but I mean, you have to sing something that you know somebody will actually want to listen to, something somebody will not want to forget. Check what I'm telling you.
Fact.
That's why I'm telling you,
That's the
you know,
facts right there.
I going back to that thing about the hit song. Check what I'm telling you, because it's, as I tell you, they have more. But man, I don't notice the thing already. It's a definitive hook, sorry, a definitive hook, which is the chorus. You check it? You check it?
Mm-hmm.
Singability meaning a song where somebody could sing easily. Not a blah, you check it, or them fast kind of thing. A song somebody could sing easily. You check it? Yeah, and a memorable, impactful message that will actually stay and be embedded in the person's mentality. And that will just keep them going. And yeah, that song there, boy, yeah, all right, yeah. Whether it be any genre, you check what I'm telling you? Yeah. Yeah, man. So sometimes you just have to give the people what they want, because sometimes you sing out, yeah. But I just, you know, as an artist, you cannot even make that discourage you to sing the positivity, because you know I watch my music and me as an artist, as a messenger, you check it. So even if I might sing them little bad man thing or them kind of thing, just to maybe make my music pass and for me to get the plates, so I could make a little change for my music from my music. Sorry, I will still give the people a conscious song. If you go on my YouTube, then now you will see a lot of conscious music and a lot of music with messages that maybe you might even never hear on St. Lucia radio, or radio, absolutely no radio. You understand?
That's true.
I'm telling you,
Because
that's just
before
not
the
what
live, I
people want to
actually.
listen to. Unless you establish and big like Richie Spice and them, man, you probably could say. But that doesn't mean you
That's
should
true.
stop
That's true.
singing it. That doesn't mean you should stop singing it, because I never stop singing my positive music. You check what I'm telling you. Yeah, boy.
You okay?
Who, me?
What's the time? No, my daughter they calling
I said
me.
that life was long and bumbleclad. Sorry for the bad language. That life was long like a Lucy like Polygaza. What?
No, my lives are no. Honestly, let me tell you something about the life. Well, my lives are. Even if I say I give it between from 8 to 9, it always reach from 8 to 10,
Okay.
or from
Hey, well, it's good.
8 to 9
As I tell you,
30.
I going
Because
nowhere.
I want the people to know you as an
Yeah,
artist and get to know you better. So,
yeah.
and because they themselves just have questions to ask, so I just give time for all of these things to
Mrs.
be
Pepo
aired
m'a dit
out.
une question, man, mais pour ouais pièce moun di yo kay vini mande une question là. I'm you're afraid.
Awesome.
I see nobody come there and say that thing. Yeah, but you don't know, you know.
The thing is, they ask all the questions in the
Oh
comment
yeah,
section. They
yeah.
don't come on the live
That's
and ask.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah, boy.
Well, continue doing you.
Yeah.
We have a whole lot of people that appreciate you, appreciate the music that you produce. Even if there are people that don't know you're existing, but now they know you're existing, and you should go check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah, man. Just check out
Follow,
the
subscribe.
YouTube channel. You will get every other thing there. Just look in the description, and there are many more other links that is there where you could click on whatever you want to follow, whatever you choose to follow. You could follow Spotify, Deezer,
Yeah,
Apple
man.
Music, TikTok, goodbye la.
The new music that is out. Ladies, I want to see the videos.
Yeah.
Send them for me. Send them for him. I want to see it. Post it. I don't know. Do something. Hey, Joel. Yes, Joel. I'm not from Moshi. I live Moshi. I don't like to tell people if I'm from there. I'm not from there. Yes, I live Moshi. I'm not from there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But the life was nice, man. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me too.
Enjoying the positive words.
Yeah, man.
The encouragement.
Yeah, man. That's one thing you'll always get from me as an artist. And you maybe notice that through us talking on Messenger. You check it. I always giving you the strength because I know you're doing something positive and something a lot of people not doing. And just remember, in everything you're doing, there's a downswing and an upswing. So you will start and you will not get as much as you want. And at time it will just catapult like a rocket and just go and boom. Sometimes I tell you, Nicki Minaj, one time, and people have to say, all that she rich, you check it, just continue doing your thing, my girl. Because St. Lucia need much more people like that doing things like that. You check it?
Yeah, man.
Big up the
Yeah,
artist.
man.
You check, yeah, man. We need a lot of things like that. We need more things like that. Trust me. Yeah, man.
So those in the comment section, you can tell me which artist you want to see next on the live. I will do my best to try and convince them to come. Me see you probably Vinny, so no, honestly, because before, before like last year, when I started last year, I reached out to a lot of people, and the people just read the text.
I tell you,
some never responded. Some said that I want to tell me he will think about it. Never got a response after that. I myself, I don't like to trouble people. Même quand on vite. Si maman doit question moi vini bel cap WhatsApp long paragraph. Et to just carry the party yeah. Mark it all as a whole. Moi-même.
I agree with you, gars. Mais pas jamais message avec connect encore demander pour faire live avec pas fou.
Today or tomorrow, this thing that I'm doing reach anywhere, and these same people that I reached out to when I was just starting off come to me. I am not interviewing anybody like that. I'm telling you, like, now I'm not doing it.
I agree with you, because
so if I reach out to you all now, take advantage of it.
Well, that's what I just tell you a while ago. You could never tell where you could be tomorrow. Sometimes just one live could just become a viral live, and you could never tell. Nita moun wè sa just di okay wè from Salah like I mette ala there from Salah pour faire plus live and plus go artists, and not even Lucia you go be watching for the time. Well, I wouldn't say you not be watching Lucia, but maybe the people they might put you up to interview might not even be, might be big artists. So don't mind that, man. Just the good thing, the best thing is you tried. You ask them, they'd ignore you or they didn't do it, you tried. You check it, nothing beats a trial but a failure. Ekupa fail. You starting your thing, just do your thing, my girl. Check it. Just do your thing. People will always, it will always be like that. You check it, certain doors you will try to open like you need day toi go padlock là. Bon, pas ni pour faire ça. Discourage you. Just fair bagay you. So you try, at least you try, you check certain artists, they never respond, you check it. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Check it. As I tell you, I was glad to be in the interview, and I'm watching them thing. I'm not watching you just starting something and maybe you're not famous. I'm not watching that. You check it. I'm watching you as one of.
A lot of people just watch it like that. But little did they know. Us. I always tell people I have a small following, but my small following have such an impact on people they don't even know.
Yeah. I see you do something.
People that have
I see you do something then that then. I see somebody post that, something about politics. I see somebody post that.
Yeah. The thing is, people that have millions of views, sometimes 1.1 million followers, yeah, they're big, but do they have the impact that a small person has?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, anybody that watching that live right now tonight there, anybody following me, I would advise you to follow Ken Jabelas, just give her the following, man. You don't know, give her the love.
And all those guys following me, if you are not following Marvin as yet, please do so.
Share the love,
yeah,
because maybe in the future there will be a lot of big surprises coming from her, and maybe she will even switch from doing, not switch, but might even change her vibes and go to interviewing other apart from artists. You check it, maybe athletes. It could be any other thing. Artists, drawing artists, maybe even politicians. You could never tell.
I actually do that as well, It's not one specific artist I'm looking at. I'm just looking at within the criteria. There is this young man I'd reach out to. He said he was 17. I don't know how old he is now, but he does do them handmade crafts and go on the beach to sell to tourists and whatnot. I once asked him, he said yes, but then last minute he kind of chickened out. I don't know why.
Yeah, certain people, I'll show you something. Certain people who not really acquainted with the camera and the live does have the camera fear. But the only thing, well, it's a live, so it's different from you as a person behind a camera. Certain people just have camera fear because the camera on them and they believe it live like how we're doing it now. So they believe a million people watching them already, so they have the nervous vibes. You check it, but the live is a different thing where everybody and the majority could be watching you at once. So I feel that's what others have people kind of camera shy and thing. You can't blame them, man. Sometimes they're just not acquainted with being live on social media.
But the thing is, I just forgot his name. I just forgot his name. But he does this. He makes them themselves, like little jewelry bracelets, handmade chains, chokers, and he goes around on the beach selling. I think that boy is from Viewport or somewhere. I'm not even too sure. Yeah, man. Jewel, big up yourself. Thanks for sharing the love. What just happened? Did Facebook just sign out Marvin? That's crazy. Facebook just signed out the person. Ah! Let me see if he's able to come back on. That is crazy. So I guess this is it for tonight. Thank you, each and every one of you who came out to show your love and your support. Crocadile, big up yourself. Continue doing your music. Shout out again to Diamond K. Blanchard, Jessica, Tasha, Stephanie. Let me see if I can remember everybody. Keisha, Lady Stone, Purity. That's those who I can remember off of my head. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you all for watching. See y'all next week, Sunday. And please let me know which artist you want to see next on the live. Bye. Love y'all.